Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a couple of Hoya repots to take care of, and I also have a philodendron that I want to repot. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with my philodendron. I think you pronounce it Delinksii. I got this from Ecuador a couple of months ago. This is my second try at this plant. The first one, they sent me a plant that had rotted roots. So I never stood a chance, and I didn't want to give up on the plant. It's a fairly affordable plant. I think I paid $29 for the plant. I wanted to give it another chance, and I got another one. I put it up on a pole. I'm going to insert some pictures from what it looked like. But I did cut it in half, and I sewed the bottom locally. So I just have this top. I wasn't concerned that the plant wasn't going to thrive because it's very well rooted on the pole. Hopefully you can see. But it's super rooted in the pole. So it had a new leaf unfurling, and it's still unfurling. So that tells me that the cut didn't affect it as much, because it has the roots in the moss. So I have this plastic pot here, and it has some holes, and I like to keep my moss pool stable, so in case I pick up the plant to water in the shower or something, I literally just pick it up by the pole. So the pot already has holes, and I want to make holes on the moss pool. I just don't know if I'll be able to, because actually, I have an idea. It just might not come out straight. I typically like to have the holes in the back. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do the holes in the back, so I think I'm going to do something different. I'm going to try to zip tie it to the bottom of the pot, and that'll still keep it pretty stable. Alright, so that was fairly easy. So what I did, I just put zip ties on the moss bowl, and I attached it to the bottom of the pot. And now when I add the substrate, and if I try to lift up the pole, it'll be pretty stable. And I'm going to cut the excess off. Oops. Alright, so I applied some pressure to the substrate, but I didn't make it too tight. Roots don't like to be tight. Eventually, I think those roots that are in the pole will continue to grow into the pot. And I'm not going to extend the moss pole yet, because I think I can still get one more leaf out of the pole before I have to extend the pot. So I'm not going to do that today. But this was a lot easier than I was anticipating. I thought this was going to be a hassle because the plant's already in the moss pool. But yeah, that's it for this philodendron. Alright, next I have some Hoyas that I have been rooting in perlite. I may be a little too early, but I'm going to see how those roots are doing. I can't wait to pot them up and see the pond growth. I feel like my plants just grow so beautifully in pond. So this is a Hoya Crimson Princess that my mom gave me. And I definitely think it has sufficient roots to be potted up. Perlite just does not fail me with Hoyas. Ever since I discovered that, I root every single Hoya I've gotten in perlite. It just works. So those are some thick roots. They're not super long, but they're pretty thick. So yeah, I'm gonna pot this one up. I am tempted to put this one in a chunky mix instead of pond. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in pond. I'm gonna stop playing and put it in pond. Got my little wick here. I bought a whole roll of this from Amazon, and I've gotten its use out of it because this is all I got left. I think I still need to put one of these so it doesn't move. I'm gonna put it in this for now. Yep, that works. And I'll have to put my fertilizer water in a little bit, so I'm just gonna set this to the side. I just got this Hoya, so I don't know if the roots are substantial enough to repot it, but this is a Hoya lei that I got from a local plant group. So I know I recently just potted it. Yeah, it's not ready. I thought it was. Yeah, this is definitely not ready to be potted. I'm a little surprised that there's not more signs of roots. Like, it has two tiny little roots. But yeah, this one's not ready. I think I'm going to put this in my heating mat so it can speed up. This is the top cut of my Wilbur Graves China that I showed on my Hoya tour. I think this definitely has to be ready. This has been in my cabinet. It has been on my seedling mat. So I think this one could be ready. This one also doesn't have substantial root, but I think it can be potted up. It has roots. Because I use pond, I don't worry too much about remove like a ton of the perlite. It's a similar substrate, so I don't really bother. So it's got 3 little roots, but I think putting it in pond is going to be helpful for the root system. And I'm going to put it with this stick so it can be straight. I don't love these net pots because the roots tend to come out onto the water reservoir a little too fast. And I get concerned that the roots are going to rot because they're touching the reservoir. My public calyx survived like that though, so we'll see. Alright, that's that on that. I'll water it when I'm all done with the repotting. My sad Nova Ghost cutting that is no longer sad. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that this has actually rooted. I don't know if it'll have a growth point at all. I couldn't tell you where it would possibly come out of, but it's got roots, so I'm going to give it its best chance at living. It's got two good roots. So I'm going to pot it up. They're very tiny, but I'm afraid of Fluval because I don't have experience with it. This is actually a little bit that I've recycled from a cutting I bought online. But I feel like I'm putting too much water and eventually I'm going to give it root rot. So it did what it had to do. It gave me some roots. Now I'm going to pot it up in some pond. I usually keep things a little cleaner, like my water reservoir containers. I keep them a little clean, but I just don't have that energy right now. So you do what you can with what you got. I got here some rainwater with fertilizer, and I'm just going to give everybody a little bit till I fill up the reservoir. The water looks a little disgusting because pond is disgusting. I usually wash my pond. Again, I don't feel like doing that right now. It's not 100% necessary. Not all my plants have washed pond. But yeah, maybe on my next plant chore video, I'll show you guys how I clean my reservoirs and give my plants a little refresh. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me. I'm very active on my Instagram. I post on my stories every single day. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and that you're following me on Instagram. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.